Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. I am back with a new video this week, and this time it's about how to pack a backpack. Specifically, how to pack a backpack as a beginner backpacker. Now, I have failed so many times throughout my whole backpacking journey. I have definitely learned from my mistakes, to say the least. Like, so many people pack their backpacks wrong. And there's actually a specific technique to getting it right. If you pack your backpack wrong, the things that you have in your backpack might actually make your backpack feel heavier than it actually is. It's so strange, I know. It is really weird to think that way, but it really matters how you pack your backpack. It is so easy to pack your backpack wrong, and it isn't really intuitive for most people. So in this video, I'm going to be packing my backpack how I normally would if I were going to go on a backpacking trip. I have actually made a video about backpacking gear that I'm using this year, and it's specifically good for beginners and for people on a budget. So if you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out up there. Now, we have to just start off by talking about the backpack itself. I have mine right here. Number one thing is to get a good backpack. This backpack is really good for me because it's narrow and it has like these really supportive hip pads that are great for my body and help keep all the weight on my hips. And that's what we want. Number one tip, we want most of the weight from our backpack to be on our hips, not on our shoulders, because your hips are way stronger than what your shoulders are. And you will tire way faster if all of the weight is on your shoulders and not your hips. Ugh. I'm going to get so hot doing this, so please give this video a like if you appreciate the effort I'm putting into it. Thank you. Number one thing to start packing is your sleeping bag. It's always good to have a lightweight item on the bottom of your backpack, because if you have something way too heavy at the bottom of your backpack, your lower back will kill you at the end of the day. And also, you kind of want to have some cushion on your lower back and your butt area. At least that's what I like. So a sleeping bag is perfect for that. Also, when you're backpacking, you don't usually need your sleeping bag at all until the very end of your day. So a sleeping bag is always great to have at the bottom of your bag. So let's go put it in my bag. Ugh. Right now, my sleeping bag is this high up in my bag, and a key thing to do to save all the space is to turn your sleeping bag so that it's going long lengthways this way instead of height-wise this way. So I'm just gonna flip over my sleeping bag so it's like covering this whole bottom area. So your backpack should look like this. The sleeping bag should be at the bottom here, cushioning your lower back. Now the next step is to have something in the middle of your backpack. And usually you should have the most weight in the middle of your backpack. And the weight should be as close to your back as possible. So at the very back of your backpack, right here. The heaviest thing that I usually take with me is my tent. And I'll just put that in right now. Now you see that my sleeping bag is at the bottom and my tent is right at the back of my backpack. And make sure that your tent is in the middle and not only facing one side, because then your backpack can be uneven. And we want it to be as even as possible on all sides. So keep your most heavy item dead center in the middle of your backpack. So my tent is really heavy because it's a 3-man tent, but you can get 1-person tents that are way less weight. And then if you do have a tent that's very lightweight, your most heavy item can actually be all of your food. So just keep that in mind while you're packing, because that means that maybe your tent has to go more to one side and your food is actually the thing in the middle. Okay, here's my cat. She's coming to just visit a little bit. Oh my gosh, she's so wet. So after this part where I have the sleeping bag and the tent, usually I add my food. All the food that I'm going to have for my meals. This is a bag of my food and I'll just put it on one side of my backpack. And I'll just put it on this side. Okay, so now most of the weight is lying on this side of the backpack. Now we have to even it out, so not one side is weighing more than the other. I have a kettle and I have a gas burner right here. And usually, I am smart. I put the gas burner in my kettle, so it takes less space in my backpack. And then you just put the gas burner in there. And you save a lot of room. So then I'll put this in my backpack on this side. Next, I put my battery pack right here. Usually I bring toilet paper with me on my hike, but I don't have it right here right now. So I'm gonna be just using this cloth as a representation of my toilet paper. And I usually put my toilet paper right here. Okay, this middle section is starting to get really filled up right now. So I'm about done filling up this part. It's not always easy. You have to sometimes use all of your weight to push stuff down and zip up stuff. But that's just the game of backpacking. This is what it looks like all closed up. The next thing I pack is my towel. And I like having this towards the top of my bag because if I get wet all of a sudden or if I'm sweating, it's so nice to just easily grab it out. Next is any sweaters that I can easily take on and off, and I like having it towards the top of my bag so I can just easily change really quickly if I need to on the go. Now it's time to close this top part of the bag. Now, we have this top part left. You can't even see it, but this top part left to pack things in. Right here, we have the rain cover inside. So if it rains, I can easily take it out. In this pocket, I also like having, what do I like having here? I actually like having my utensils, so I'll put that in here. I also like having my headlamp here. If I'm not using a compass, I usually like putting it in this pocket too. Okay, we have one last pocket left. Oh, here's my dog. This is the most accessible pocket in my backpack. And here I like having all of my emergency things, and also I like having small snacks in here. In this case, I'm gonna be putting my knife here. And my first aid kit. This is my emergency whistle, and sometimes I wear it around my neck, but sometimes I also put it in my backpack, so for this case, I'll put it in my backpack. Okay, so that's almost done. We have two more things left, and that's the sleeping mattress and the water bottle. This bag is getting really full now. let's add the sleeping mattress. And last but not least, the water. I like to put my water in this pocket on the side. There we have it. Oh. Whew. Another last thing to show you guys is how to tighten your backpack. It's one thing to pack all the gear in the right places, and it's another thing to adjust your backpack to fit your body and to be comfortable. Another really good tip is that you should loosen all of your straps that you're gonna put on your body before putting your backpack on. So by that, I mean loosen your hip straps, your arm straps, and your chest straps. Because I've made the mistake of having the straps that are already tightened and then trying to put my backpack on, and it's just impossible to clip anything together. And like when your arm straps are really tight, it's just really hard to like get your backpack on. So I really recommend loosening everything up, and then once your backpack is on, you just tighten everything according to your body. This can also save a lot of time and energy while you're backpacking. So I'll quickly demonstrate this for you guys so you know what your backpack is supposed to look like on your body. Hi. Now I'm going to be loosening the straps for you guys. I can feel that the weight distribution is really good right now. It's not leaning too much on one side. If you have most of your weight only on one side, it will make you feel very lopsided, and you'll use way more energy in your body to balance yourself while hiking. And now I'm going to show you how I put my backpack on. So now I just have it on my shoulders, and this is not a good way to backpack. The first thing I do after putting it on like this is adjusting my hip belt. And this is the most important part because this is where we want most of our weight to be. So first I clip it, and then I like to lift up my backpack to the position of where my backpack is supposed to be. And then I tighten my straps. Smart to tighten both sides the same amount. So it's good to have your backpack a little bit up higher, like that. Technically, I could hike up a mountain like this with most of my weight on my hips. But if you want to make it more comfortable, because you see my bag is still moving a lot, you have to adjust the arm straps or the shoulder straps, whatever you call it. And you do that by pulling down. Now, you don't want to make it too tight, because if you make it too tight, then more weight will go on your shoulders. However, in this case, when you're backpacking, you want to have some weight on your shoulders, not all of it. So we just tighten a little bit. And to make everything feel even more secure, we have a chest strap, which is this. So when you're done with all the other straps, you put this one on. You clip it and then you pull it. The tighter you pull it, the more secure you'll feel. But if you pull it too tight, you'll start losing circulation here in this area, and it'll feel really tightening and restricting. So it's good to loosen it up a little bit. This is how a backpack should look like on your body. And now you're ready to go backpacking. If you like this video, please give it a like and comment down below if you have any questions. Also, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Bye!